let's talk about one of the toughest, but also one of the most rewarding jobs out there, parenting. Specifically when you're doing it on your own or trying to work as a team with an ex-partner. We're going to dive into the common hurdles and, most importantly, how you can navigate them with real confidence. Does that question just hit you right where you live? Trying to balance work, your home, the kids, and oh yeah, your own sanity? It can be absolutely overwhelming. It's that constant mental checklist that just never ever stops running. If you have ever felt that pressure, I just want you to know you are so not alone in this. Look, all parenting is complex, right? But the journey just looks and feels different when you're parenting solo or figuring out how to co-parent. So let's get real about the unique hurdles that come with these situations, because just calling them out, well, that's always the first step.
So you might be seeing yourself in this. Maybe you're parenting alone after a separation or a loss, or you're trying to find your footing with co-parenting and shared custody. Maybe you're part of a blended family, navigating all those new roles. Or maybe you just feel like you're on an island without that big family support network. The bottom line is, this is for anyone who just wants to cut down on the conflict and create a more stable, peaceful home.
So what are these challenges, really? Well, here's the good news. They are super common, which means they are understood, and you know what? That means they're manageable. So let's break them down. First up, for all the single parents out there, it is a relentless balancing act. You know that feeling, right? You're making breakfast, scheduling a doctor's appointment, and trying to remember a project deadline for work all before 8 a.m. When you are the one person responsible for everything, the risk of burnout isn't just some vague idea. It's a very real, constant threat you have to manage. And for co-parents, the biggest challenge is usually consistency. I mean, how do you create a stable world for your child when they're living between two different homes, two sets of rules, different bedtimes, maybe even totally different parenting philosophies? The key, the absolute game changer, is learning to handle disagreements constructively. You can really see here the two paths co-parenting can go down. On one side, you've got the supportive path. This is built on things like shared values and communication that always puts the child first. But on the other side, you've got the high conflict path. And that's all driven by parent-focused arguments, which just creates confusion and stress for the kids who are caught right in the middle. So why does all of this matter so much? Why is it so crucial to get this right? Because at the heart of everything are the kids. And to really find the best way forward, we have to try to see the world through their eyes. Just think about it from their point of view for a second. When a family's structure changes, a kid's entire world can feel like it's been turned upside down. Their home, their routines, their fundamental sense of security. It can all feel really shaky. And that stability is what we're all fighting to protect for them.
But here is where we make a powerful pivot. The goal isn't to pretend adversity doesn't exist. It's to build resilience. Resilience is that incredible human ability to adapt and bounce back from tough stuff. And it turns out, having stable, supportive parents is one of the biggest factors in building that resilience in our kids.
Okay, so how do you actually do it? This next part is all about the toolkit. We're talking practical strategies and the kinds of support that can help you build that stable environment where your kids can really grow that resilience. So let's look at this framework. It's really a process. It all starts with the basics, learning how to communicate better and resolve conflicts without things blowing up. Then, and this is so important, it's about getting emotional support for yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And all of this serves that final, most important piece, keeping your child's needs right at the center of every single decision you make. And what's the end game here? It's simple, really. It's for you, the parent, to feel equipped and confident. Because when you feel capable and supported, that's when you have the power to create that stable, loving home where your kids can absolutely thrive. Okay, so a question that comes up all the time is this. Does this stuff also work for the unique challenges of blended families? You know, with new step-parents, new siblings, the whole shebang. And the answer is a resounding yes, absolutely. Because whether you're co-parenting or blending a family, the core ideas are the same. It's all about clear communication, managing expectations, and focusing on how the child is adjusting. These strategies are designed to do exactly that. All right, so let's say you're ready to find some of that support. What should you actually be looking for? What does quality help even look like out there in the real world? When you're looking for support, there are a few non-negotiables.
You want licensed professionals who know what they're doing and who can offer a safe space where you won't be judged. It is so crucial that the strategies are tailored specifically to your family's situation. This isn't a one-size-fits-all deal. And of course, the approach should always put the child's well-being first and be completely confidential.
Let's start to bring this all together and look at the path forward. It's a journey, for sure, but it is one that leads straight to feeling more confident in your parenting.
And please, remember this. Reaching out for support is not a sign of weakness or that you've failed. It is one of the most powerful, proactive things you can do. It's a true sign of strength and your commitment to building a thriving, stable family.
So we want to leave you with this question to think about. Forget about what anyone else thinks it should look like. What does confident parenting look like? And more importantly, what does it feel like for you and for your family?